up? It's Samaje back here with another video, and today we'll be watching the Epidemic of Gifted YNs. What the fuck? Oh, hell nah.
So you mean to tell me that we got grown men,
crazy.
someone's son, father, husband, getting walked like dogs in prison, and these YNs are still catching bodies like it's just another day?
You could be Space Monster. I'm socking your ass out. We going in here. And I ain't giving no nigga a pass. So don't give me no pass. Cause I ain't giving you no pass.
Talking about this fool.
Fighting while you're naked?
Man, that's some West Side folks that get right up on him. Boom, bam on the dead homies. I'll whoop him, knock him out naked, dead homies. Off the back. It don't matter where you at in that off the back, I'm getting cracking. I'll over in the showers. Boom.
So you mean to tell me that we got guys who are 6'4" and up, 250 pounds and up like this dude 4 extra, and these YNs are still catching bodies in broad daylight, sometimes not even.
That's his name, 4 extra. Oh my god, bro. This nigga's been such a menace around California, but the Los Angeles area just been talking the most weirdest shit. No Jumper is the place for these people now. Especially Brick Baby now.
Wearing a mask? Like the only thing they'll have in prison won't be their hands and maybe a sharpened toothbrush? You won't have that switch when this Avenger level threat, Thanos looking, been lifting for the past decade looking motherfucker comes after you.
If someone's curious, how do you turn someone out in prison?
I see. If I spot one that I think, hey, he's fresh, he's a virgin. I want that ass right there. His butt. I said, I got him. What kind of kiss was that? They kiss me again, we kiss him. And I'm hard, man. I've been waiting 5 months for this, man. I ain't masturbated to touch myself. My balls is heavy. I clammed next. I kissed him. I love him so much. All that was in his butt. I pulled it out. That's what it sounded like. Oh. Juicy. I'm squeezing his breast. Then he called his chest. His breast now. Name chest, his breast. You're a woman now. My woman. I got to get you off. You know, what level will I be if I can't get my woman out? So I'm telling you young guys, I love you. I do. When I was locked up, I loved you, man. When you come in, hey bro, who you shot at? I don't care who you shot at. I'm getting ready to shoot at you.
The more the story. You better not go to prison.
Don't go to prison, boy.
Hey, we out.
You mean to tell me that these YNs are still...
Yeah, definitely. I'm taking this nigga Fleece Johnson's whole advice, bro. I'm not going to prison, dude. I am not going to prison. This nigga talking about he loved the nigga. Whoa. You're not in jail no more. You ain't got to keep doing these gay interviews, bro. Come on, nigga. I think this nigga has a wife, too. That's what's crazy.
And when you got these booty bandit ass muncher gremlins like this guy behind bars, I want you to imagine your cellmate trying to kill you over your booty. That sounds crazy to even say, but that's the reality.
One kid that he was on the toilet, he was shitting, and dude came in there with a knife and said, turn around, don't even wipe.
It's dudes in there crashing out over the buns, and that's not even far-fetched because some of these guys are serving life sentences.
Charged as an adult in certain crimes, that the gravity was hitting him. A grand jury indictment that could come in the near future. Judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court made as a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Zaquavius Dawkins' family says.
Bro, these moments are tough to watch, like you said, but like I don't feel bad for none of these people. The reason why I have like no heart for none of these niggas because like they shoot people, take people's families away. It goes vice versa. I don't care if I like you as a rapper. I don't care what my statement is. Like, you still a weird nigga for, like, killing niggas.
Sunday night along Chester Street, Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim.
And you know, at one point, before reality had set in and he realized that he took someone's family member and, you know, he started breaking down, I bet you he thought he was hot shit. He thought that just like every other YN out here, he was untouchable. Whether by the law or his ops, he was just above it all. But you see, you only have that impulsiveness, that crash out mentality, that I'ma do whatever I want to whoever I want, consequences be damned mentality. When you're in that moment and the adrenaline is rushing, when you're on that high, or like a lot of these YNs, you're on some sort of drug numbing your emotions. But see, that adrenaline, those pills, you won't have those when you're in the courtroom. When you're in that cell, you won't have those. It's just gonna be you and your thoughts. Meet 17-year-old high school student athlete Noah Scurry, an academically gifted kid who had the highest SAT score at his school. A kid who was described in the best light by adults and his peers.
Who was killed
was exceptional. He scored remarkably high on his SATs. The star basketball player on the team here.
When you saw him around, like, you knew he brought good energy to everybody.
He was really smart too. Whenever he entered a room, the room always lit. You know, it was always a smile on somebody's face when they were around them. It's so sad to think that he died.
I mean, this guy just had it all. Great student, seemingly great person, and great athlete. There were even rumors that he was getting looks from D1 schools. Noah lived a superhero life. Well, I guess in this case, supervillain. During the day, he'd go to his classes and obviously excel. He'd hang out with his friends when he got the chance. And then after school, he'd go to basketball practice. But see, after clocking out from school in the basketball court, Noah would clock into the streets. Noah's street name was OTV Joker. And just like the Joker, Noah was a menace. Think of guys like King Von and Bloodhound Jeff. Yeah, he's cut from their cloth. He wasn't only going around whooping on his ops, but he allegedly caught 5 bodies. One of them allegedly being Gilly the Kid's son, Young Cheese. I'm honestly just shocked at how he was able to juggle street life and be an academic weapon at the same time. This is an Instagram story of Noah whooping on his ops, caption, "Don't come around me claiming that Fast Break shit." Fast Break being one of OTV's rivals, aka Ops.
His face is good.
It's crazy to think how desensitized some of these kids have become to be able to do some of these things and then just carry on going to school like life is normal. I was having a conversation with a friend and we talked about how when people use guns to commit murder, it allows them to be disconnected.
Bro, this shit is despicable. You know how much of a whole, like, no, you know how much of like a soulless body you have to have? You go kill somebody and then literally go back and go by your normal day, like, la da 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 da. Remember, like that nigga from Friday, like crackhead Ezel. Bro, you just go about your day and just like kill somebody's family member, kill somebody's son, kill somebody's nephew, kill somebody's like brother. Like, this is just crazy. They don't have like no like premises for like who they kill, bro.
That murder. A lot of times these guys are doing drive-bys and shooting from afar, all while taking drugs like perks to numb their emotions. So they're not really fully experiencing the cruel, grotesque nature of murder. And see, just like Noah's victims, Noah's actions eventually caught up to him and he became someone else's victim. After dropping this diss track with the rest of the OTV crew, tragedy would befall Noah.
Hey, Lance. I'm thirsty to swing that door. Talking about bees and I'm up like 4. Forever going on to the cold, can't break, won't fold, nigga, that's how I go. 15 going on, hit start popping them.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I just seen this. Yeah. I just literally seen this whole thing. I mean, well, not the video. I just seen this story somewhere, like the leading headlines. I didn't even know what this was about. But like now that I know, like, bro, like these people at school literally talking about he was like the nicest person, played basketball and everything, but then you go and see this nigga in this video. Y'all known about it? Nigga, see, kids be lying at school, bro.
And I want y'all to notice how he said 15 going on hits, popping them perks, that's how I turned to a goblin. Remember earlier how I said these YNs will use these drugs to kind of numb their emotions to be able to commit these heinous acts? The drugs allow them to do a lot of the things that they do, because for any normal human in their standard mental state, they can't commit these type of crimes. Humans have too many mental and societal deterrents preventing them from committing such acts. But with these new age drugs, you can legit silence your better judgment. But see, the downside is if you're not mentally ill or some sort of serial killer, you need to perpetually take these drugs to deal with the PTSD and cope with the actions that you've committed. Even known killer King Von was on meth when he died.
Need another headshot, count on my body. Shifty fuck, I done finally got it. I do a bitch bad if the bitch try to line me. Outside on the 4 or 5 deep in the Johnny. All these niggas keep telling when they ask about bodies.
And it never made sense to me how these rappers will get on a track and basically self-incriminate.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea King Von was on meth when he died. Like, just the sheer like shit that these niggas use drugs and everything to make them cope with everything. I thought it was just like, you know, just coping with like just life or something, but I didn't even know it was just the like, you know, to take some drugs or shut all their fucking emotions off. That shit's deep as fuck.
They'll talk about how many bodies they have, and they'll give these hints and detailed descriptions about how they killed someone. But back to Noah Scurry. See, after making a YouTube channel just to drop this diss track, the next morning as he's getting in the car, about to be driven to school by his mom, one of his ops runs up and he gets fatally shot.
Teenager is gunned down in an alleyway behind his home. Noah Scurry is being remembered for his performance both in the classroom and on the basketball court.
And one of the things I really hate about this situation is that even though he knew he had enemies and people who were coming after his life, he was still hanging around his mom. He was putting her in harm's way just by letting her be around him. And just like Noah was making diss tracks about the people that he's killed, his ops also made diss tracks when he was murdered.
I'm like, what? Did what Baby and Cun doing this, put the Joker down. Baby Joker, this, where the jokes is over now. He got flame, bullets is burning his wings.
That shit sounds bad.
And what was Noah's reward for catching these bodies and hurting all these people just to impress?
Bro, this is a whole trend with gang members and all these gang rappers. Well, these new age gang rappers, like the New York drill bullshit. I hate it, bro. I just hate the whole little remix of like old beats into this like this new type of drill shit. I just hate it so much. Like they take a beat and make it sound so fucking shitty, and then start yelling on the beat or talking crap about catching a body and shit. I mean, if you go rap about catching a body, nigga, at least fucking put some good play on words with it, my nigga. Like, do something with it.
Story posts and some of his crewmates saying that certain people didn't kill him, along with basically saying that they're gonna commit more crimes and more murders to avenge him, continuing the cycle. On top of that, Noah kind of just jump-started his friend's career because ever since he passed away, the video has been gaining traction. It's sitting at 1 million views right now in 2 weeks. And his friend who you saw in the music video made a song called Joker 8 days ago, which right now is sitting at 47,000 views. And that whole controversy would lead to more views and streams. In one of my past videos, I made the argument that you can always change your life around and that your actions determine your fate. I truly and genuinely believe that a majority of people who are in street life don't have to be a part of it. A perfect example is Kyron Lacey, someone who's constantly acting like a YN even though he attends a D1 football college program and he's a star player. And I already know someone's gonna come in my comments talking about, oh, some of us actually did grow up in that environment. Some of these dudes are actually street dudes. And to those people, I just want to tell you, I don't care. If God bless you with the opportunity to go D1 and possibly get the chance to go to the NFL, at some point you gotta learn how to grow out of that hood mentality.
Bro, a lot of these hood niggas is stupid, bro. You should use this opportunity to get the fuck out of the hood and move your mom into a better place. Try to get your family out of the hood, like before they all like something happened to them there. The hood ain't safe, bro. You may think the hood is home, but like that shit ain't safe. Like, bro, especially these dumbass people, like just like John Morant. John Morant, dumbass, didn't come from any type of hood or anything. This nigga lived in poverty. No, I mean, not in poverty. I mean, this nigga lived in like a gated community his whole life. It was just crazy.
College football players, especially D1 college football players, the ones who get most of the publicity, the ones that get the NIL deals, you know, the ones who have little kids watching them, probably obsessed with them, need to not be doing these little YN stunts, acting like they're Swiss cheesing someone, not having decorum on the field. Because let's be real, once you make it to that D1 status, especially if you're performing well, your life becomes too high profile for you to even consider living that type of lifestyle. After posting that video, people who know nothing about my personal life came in the comments and said, you know nothing about street life, and they basically made the argument that a lot of people are born into this lifestyle, which may be true, but that doesn't mean you can't change.
I'm sorry, those are just people in his comments are just like obsessed with street life and street niggas, and they're just basically dick riding. I hate those type of people in comments nowadays.
And for all those people who didn't hear me out, Kyron Lacey is currently facing charges of negligent homicide after a deadly crash. According to reports, his victim was a Marine veteran. Lacey was allegedly driving a 2023 Dodge Charger on Louisiana Highway 20 and recklessly passed multiple vehicles at a high rate of speed by crossing the center line and entering the northbound lane while in a designated no passing zone. So dude was speeding in a Dodge Charger and driving reckless. But one thing I did realize, however, is that no matter what type of background these guys come from, they'll end up going down the path of a YN if that's what they resolve to do. A perfect example is 4 Extra. Although he's a renowned gangbanger now, he admitted to coming from a 2-parent household with parents who worked good jobs. On top of that, his father strongly advised them against street life.
I started off young, 11. Off the back, I'm born and raised in the hood. Okay. On Western Vernon. I'm born and raised in the set, in the 40s, South Central. Off the back, whole family from the set.
And did you have anybody trying to keep you away from this life?
Hell yeah, my dad. My dad and my mom. But my dad for sure. He for sure, he was tripping, you know.
But he was from the same hood.
No, my dad don't back.
He wasn't, okay.
No, hell no. He went to school, graduated and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Been to the Army. You know what I'm talking about? He believe in, you know, education is the key. Right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't believe in the gang stuff. You know what I'm saying? My pops was hot when he found out. My pops found out when I was 12 though. He found out when I was going to school at Horseman. The principal called him in here. She like, your son bang. He like, my son don't bang. He like, your son do bang. He like, man, look at the tattoo on his back. And when he seen the photo on my back, he went up.
Although 4 Extra was surrounded by street life in his neighborhood, he had a real life example within his household that he didn't have to go down that path. And although I am a strong believer that every human has the right to make their own decisions, these are some of the consequences of those decisions.
Shit, I was in it. I went to jail at 12 anyway. Attempted murder with my homie. Juvenile life. I stayed in there from 12 all the way up to 16. And they found me not guilty. On a sudden, they kicked us out. When I got out at 16, I came right back like shit 8 months later for a bluer.
So yes, your environment can definitely influence you. But
man, this whole thing is just so sad that these niggas think going down this life is just gonna help them. Especially this nigga just said he went to jail at 12 to 16, and 12 to 16 is practically almost your whole teen life, and then just to find out he wasn't guilty on it. Oh my god! And the thing about that Noah dude too. Like, you live in double lives, and at school you're a great person, and on the back to the streets you're literally a whole fucking demon. I hope people literally learn from this whole thing. It's just gonna be ending up with death or jail. That's what people live by on the streets. But it's not up to us to like decide that, but it's up to them to figure it out. But if you guys want to see more videos on this type of stuff, yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe and comment down below if you want to make a discussion. Catch you guys later.